Hi there to you all. I hope that you're all okay. Today's reading is going to be about your relationships. So, first of all, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and those that already have, I want to thank you for joining in here. This is like a very in-depth reading. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or you are in a situationship or you're just wondering where things are going. We're going to be in for a lengthy reading. So whilst you are looking at all of these cards, I want you to pick which one you are immediately attracted to looking at. So this would be pile one. Oh, I don't know if I'm holding the camera in the right way. So you can see it's like a Dalmatian actually, but it's a heart crystal. And it's got rose quartz around it as well. And then we have the labradorite. I don't know if I'm saying that properly. Got some beautiful like colours inside of this crystal. And then we have the multicoloured gemstone one. This is 3. So take a good look at these crystals and see which one you're actually attracted to in the first place, because that will help you to understand who we're reading today and their thoughts and feelings and yours, advice for you as well, ways to move forward. So I'll give you a second to look at that. I want you to also pause it as well if you possibly can, and then we can move forward. So pause it if you haven't picked which one, and I'll start with 1. So let's go in with 1. Turn these around because I think that they're all going to be upside down. So we've got eternity, a deeper union with you. We have got feminine. We've also got revenge here as well. So this is the shadow work that needs to be done, okay? Growth under the surface. Kindness. Distractions. And we've also got freedom. So immediately when I look at these cards, I start to think about the number 8, okay? So what does the number 8 symbolize for you? Because for me, it can it can have symbolism of a karmic relationship. Most definitely. This is here about understanding the meanings of death, it says. So it says, change me, divine beloved, into one who understands the true meaning of death. Remove my fear of dying. Open my vision to the eternal. May all transitions lead me into everlasting, deepened union with you. So there could be a bit of a chaser energy going on here, runner chaser energy. You could be trying, or this could be like a same-sex relationship. It makes no difference what sex the relationship is. There's like divine feminine energy here of trying to look into your subconscious energy and attract what you are desiring in your life. You may also be able to see the darkness in this person, the way that they are holding on to some sort of past pains. Distractions can be speaking about mental health as well, and then the freedom can be speaking about some sort of relationship that has gone, I'd say, a little bit sour, but there is some sort of growth here. So you know when people say like, oh, I get into a relationship with somebody, and when you get into a relationship with them, they are either a lesson or a blessing. This is almost like this has been a lesson for you guys. I'll still go deeper into it though, so let's go into the eternity card first. Let's see what the eternity card's saying for this particular relationship. Yes, so this could be a person that was in your life and or still could be in your life, but with the Knight of Pentacles, it's a slow, progressive journey. But you probably found that this person is super, super stubborn and really rigid in the way that they look at life and how things should be when it connotates towards life and relationships as well. You may find that they have grown somewhat within themselves and they know what they want in their lives, but they've had a lack of unions in their life that have given them enough nurturing and nourishment for them to understand what a healthy relationship looks like. So they're probably coming towards you with more of a closed-minded perception on how relationships should be. They may also have a lot of burdens going on in their lives. They may have a relationship when it comes down to like a baby mother, baby daddy type of energy. It's like there's some other responsibilities that they've got outside of you, but this feels like it's a tense time for them rather than a great time. So it's like if they have a co-parenting relationship going on with somebody else, they find that most of the burdens are placed upon them. You may also find that you have a lot of burdens when it comes down to trying to see the balance in this relationship, looking for the balance in this relationship, and helping this person to relieve some of these burdens. And this doesn't mean a child as a burden. What I'm speaking about is like a codependent relationship where the other person is expecting one person to work, go out, earn all of the money, and then give some of that a lot of that percentage towards their household without regard of how the other person is going to feel. So this is what I mean by the heavy energy. This person may not have a lot of time. See, it's family. So yeah, this could be to do with family or it could be to do with children. But with this person who you are seeing's traditional way and viewpoint when it comes down to family and relationships, they will take this on because traditionally in their family, everything is done in a certain particular way, okay? So you may find they're quite fixed in their views and how they choose to see things. There is a soul connection going on here between you guys. I would definitely say so. But whoever holds the feminine energy is definitely in more of a purer state of mind than the second person here, which is, as you can see, when I look at this outfit here and I'm looking at this guy, it's speaking about him reaching out to the purer divine feminine, but finding that he does this with, like I said, some sort of damage that he's had from the past. But this is a union that the universe has constructed to be in your life. You hold a sense of stability, because I'm looking down at the red shoes, and that's usually speaking about this person thinking that in the future you two could be extremely stable for each other, but at the same time they know that they've got to make serious moves to be able to stop the repetitive cycles of destructive relationships that they've been in the past, to be able to move towards the feminine with more of a clear viewpoint. As you can see, she has red on her shoes, he has red above on his head, which is speaking about wanting to have a stable foundation with each other and wanting to be able to move forward in the most constructive, grounding way that is possible, okay? So it does look hopeful, but at the same time, you may find that there's a back and forth going on here in the relationship. You may find that there's a back and forth moving forward as well, but if you can hang in there, this might be something really beautiful, see? So this can be speaking about like a mass of positivity in the relationship, but you may be in a place with the Two of Swords of wondering whether this can actually be a stable, beautiful, positive, fruitful relationship. This is confirmation that there possibly will be, it's not even just a possibility, it's like in the future it will be a positive relationship between you both, but there's a lot of distractions that this person has to deal with before they can move forward to you in a very constructive manner, okay? So make sure that you are always staying light-hearted when it comes down to communication with this person, because you'll find that you get a lot more out of it than being serious and asking them a hell of a lot with regards to their burdens. Have a easy-go-lucky attitude when it comes down to relationships and how you solve problems and stuff, and you'll probably find this person really confides in you quite a lot, because this is soulmate energy. So you have been brought into their life to bring an element of lightness into their lives. Also, this is a possibility of being able to have children with each other in the future if you're not pregnant already. The devil. So with the kindness here, this can be speaking about you wondering sometimes if you are like a sexual object to this person. It's not that, it's just that this person has got a lot of when I say egoic thoughts, institutional thoughts inside of their mind, it doesn't mean that they're always money orientated. It can be a person that thinks about relationships in a very institutionalized way, which is almost like a non-conformist way. This can also be speaking about a person that feels like they are chained to their toxic thoughts. They may sometimes have outbursts of toxicity, and it may make you the recipient of these words, actions and thoughts. You may feel a little bit down sometimes, but at the same time as you feeling down, you're wondering if this relationship sometimes drags you down. This is speaking about you being really kind towards yourself, but at the same time being so accommodating to how this person can sometimes perceive things, because you're coming from a purer state of mind when it comes down to this relationship. It's very important that you understand that this person has had a lot of toxicity around them, and they may have a revengeful ex as well around them that tries to impart themselves when it comes down to their dreams. And this person as well, I keep being told, the person who you are seeing or in a situationship or a relationship with, this person was also used quite a lot. They've been through a hell of a lot of toxicity in their lives and probably find it hard to break the chains of how things used to go when it comes to relationships, okay? Because they're unaware of where this relationship is going to go. But I'm telling you, this relationship is probably going to be something super beautiful if you allow it and allow it to grow. But at the same time, make sure that you are not being sucked into some of the darkness, because this can be speaking about you being such a positive person with such a pure, open heart, and then going out with somebody and feeling like some of their darkness then goes on to you. And you may also look at this person with a little bit of veiled eyes. You may not really see the true energy of this person because of the darkness that they have around them, okay? This can also be a person that is interested in going out a lot. This can be drinking, it can be smoking weed, it can be other forms of drugs as well. Sorry, I'm just having a drink. It can be drugs, drink. It can be going out a lot. It can be toxic friends around them as well. So just have a think about that and see what springs to mind when it comes down to it, because it seems like you're a person that may have gone the opposite way. You may have grown away from doing these types of things in your life, if you've ever done them at all. This is what element of light you bring towards this person in their lives. They also may have found that they have been looked at as like a sexual object when it comes down to relationships. So this could be a reason why they reflect that sometimes when it comes down to you, okay? If it's a situationship, this can be a person that's seeing somebody else and it's like just a sexual relationship. It's not actually an emotionally connected relationship. So that can be something to think about there. Revenge, yeah, magician. This can be a person that has an ex, and this person could also be into some sort of spiritual crafts or going and getting readings about this person. Or at the same time, it can be speaking about somebody trying to do spell work on your loved one as well. Trying to make sure that this person keeps a firm distance away from you to avoid you two from being able to connect. If it's not about witchcraft, it can be speaking about a person that is like an ex-partner, and this person is very, very contradictory in their thoughts, behaviors and actions. Let's go to freedom here. Yeah, so freedom, it's come out with the Three of Cups reversed. When it's got the Three of Cups reversed, it can be speaking about somebody that was like a friends with benefits with regards to this person. So if you're thinking about, if you're wondering if this person is still seeing this other person, that would probably be a firm no when it comes down to the Three of Cups. This is because they've found that there is no sort of emotional connection there. And if you've also been in a three-party situation, you probably no longer are, but you probably have conflict within yourself as to wondering if this person is still speaking to or around this person in an emotional way. That would definitely be a no. But at the same time, your partner needs to start looking into their friendships and the people that they choose to have around them, because some friends need to come away here, I would definitely say, because some of these friends are highly contradictory people, okay? So this person has definitely freed themselves from some sort of toxicity when it comes down to relationships or friendships. The Empress, yeah, so they look at you as the Empress. There's like a possibility of them wanting to have children with you one day. At the same time, though, as I've said before, there's some sort of codependent relationship or it's co-parenting, right? This could be a baby mother or a baby father that this person has got that is quite revengeful. They have like a really toxic way of how they view this person that you are actually around, and this is what drags this person down sometimes, what this person is doing. And they could be doing this with like a coven of other people. I call them covens because it's like a coven of little witches that choose to like do negative things towards your partner to throw your partner off track of things that would be good and happy for them. So what I would say here is that this person that your partner or your situationship used to see, they really need to find another hobby rather than trying to drag your person down. But yeah, this could be a baby mother that's definitely trying her best to drag, baby mother or baby father that's trying their best to drag this person down and hoping that they can let this person have a life of unhappiness, which is truly sad, to tell you the truth. Oh, let's see what the pink seeds are. What's the pink seeds about here? Yeah, so this is basically speaking about your partner or situationship. You know what I mean when I'm saying the other person. This is basically speaking about them growing into this position in their lives where they are being much more proactive in trying to create the changes in their life that they'd like to see. They're probably doing a hell of a lot and trying their best to come away from thoughts of negativity. They're trying to come into their kingdom. It's like they're trying to grow up a little bit, but they're finding it difficult, as I've said, because of these other people that are around that are trying to distract them from being able to move forward in their lives. But yeah, with the King of Wands, I'm confident that this person has been through the ringer before, I've just been told. So they've been through all of these types of things, and that's why the distractions can concur in their lives sometimes. So make sure you hang in there with this person, I would definitely say, because they are going through a transformation, I'm being told. They're going through this transformation because you're a much higher vibrational person, and because of them coming around you, they have better thoughts and feelings of what they should be bringing to the table when it comes into relationships. But sometimes they slip into the darker thoughts, the toxic thoughts and ways of being, because of what they've been through so much in the past, and that's what can distract them mental health wise. Oh, that's just fallen out. I'll just get it, 1 second, guys. So yeah, I would definitely say hang in there, like I said, but there is mental health that's holding a factor here. Look, see, this is either you or This person suffering from sleepless nights, okay? This person suffers with their mental health. They suffer with their mental health, and they probably find it really difficult to find comfort and solace in other people. Yeah, there's a level of vulnerability here as well when it comes down to these forms of distractions. So it's like if you feel like this person is super distracted when they're with you, it's almost disappointing to your heart that you are going through this situation with them, and you sometimes may be wondering whether you stay with them or whether you should leave them in the past and come away from them. But I would definitely say that if you guys build the basis of the friendship, you'll probably find that you have a much better relationship with each other that can form into something of great stability. But the sleep pattern here needs to be better, most definitely. If you are thinking about coming away from this person and being single, you're probably going to find that this person feels a level of deep emotion, deep regret of losing you in the first place. They'll probably try to come back round to see if they can get back together with you. So make sure you're thinking about whether you actually want to move forward with this person. Because you're the Queen of Pentacles, which is speaking about you doing a hell of a lot for yourself, and nobody can bring to the table what you can already bring to the table for yourself. So this may make this person who you are seeing have a level of inadequacy when it comes down to what they can bring to the table for you, because you can already do everything for yourself. You hold yourself in high regard. You're a stable, grounded person, and this probably makes this person feel a little bit threatened. Sometimes they probably feel like you are too good for them. What should my pile ones do about this relationship? Ten of Swords. So this could be speaking about you going through repeated pain with this person. So sometimes it's difficult to see a brighter future with this person. Concentrate on your work and what you need to do, because you've put a hell of a lot of hard work into this relationship or situationship that you've hoped that will grow into something with a lot of foundation. But like I said, keep your wits about you here. Ace of Pentacles, so it can be speaking about you thinking of either a fresh start with this person, you know, like welcome a fresh start with this person. You'll probably find within the next 5 weeks to 5 months that this person comes back around to try to have a fresh new beginning with you. Consider whether you're okay with that, because you'll probably find that this person grows. When it comes down to the Emperor, it can be speaking about somebody that's choosing to grow within themselves, and because of that they choose to come back around you because they believe they can bring more to the table for you and this relationship. But like I said, there are levels of toxicity that this person suffers with, and these revengeful exes and old friends that they've got to let go of that may be holding this person back sometimes. So it's really important that you consider these things when you're thinking about this person in their lives, because I'm sure you've been there before as well, where you've had people around you that are not too good for you, and it's contradicted what you would like to bring into your life moving into the future. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys. Sorry for the purging. This is happening when Spirit is telling me what my messages are, and what I should be saying to you guys. When it comes down to star signs, you might want to be thinking about a Scorpio, or there is some sort of Scorpio energy going on here. When there's Scorpio energy going on here, there's usually a relationship when it connotates to water signs, but at the same time it can be speaking about the sharpness of the relationship sometimes. There's also the Aries card coming in here, which is the fire signs, and then we've got Uranus, and with Uranus that can be speaking about Aquarius energy. So it's asking you to make sure that you are using your logic, but not only your logic, make sure that you are using your emotions here too. So don't always have emotional responses. Sometimes make sure that you are thinking things through logically to be able to see yourselves through. So any more advice for wands? Oh, so we've also got you Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns here, but the Ace of Earth and the Ace of Pentacles are both like the confirming signs, which can be speaking about forming yourself this new foundation to bring yourself out of the levels of darkness that you've felt since you've met this person, and what's the baggage for them, if you get where I'm coming from. I only know this because of the dark outfit here. It's speaking about the woman feeling slightly dark sometimes when it comes down to how they perceive this relationship to be, because it's like you keep trying to show this person the light and then they keep trying to show you why there's so much dark in the world. There's a lot of healing, inner child healing, okay? I also run retreats that are good for inner child healing and shadow work that you're welcome to come towards. Just pop me a DM and I'll let you know when the next session is, which this year is the 14th of September when I'm doing the next one. So I would say, like, inner child work. What advice do my pile ones need for the future of this relationship? Oh. Family commitment, as I've said to you before, there's something to do with a child here. You may have a child with this person. There is some sort of commitment that you both hold with regards to each other. Sun, strength and empowerment. So we had the sun here, which is another confirmer to me that there is positivity and happiness within this relationship. It's just that you need to have the courage to be able to move forward, because it's probably going to be sometimes a push-pull energy with this relationship, I would definitely say. What else is going to be coming in this relationship for pile ones? What else is going to be coming with regards to this relationship for pile ones? Freedom, Uranus, opportunities. So with Uranus, it can be speaking about revolution and rebellion, right? So this is taking a leap of faith for yourself and trust in the divine timing. If you do choose to come away from this person, there's a reason for that, for this person to loop back around to you, but in more of a positive mind frame. How does this person feel about my pile ones? How does this other person feel about my pile ones? This is falling out again. Teddy bear, interested in you, blooming romance and flirting, wanting to date, okay? So this person holds a very soft familiarity with regards to you. They genuinely feel like you are a level of safety for them, and they love that about you. But with many options, unconventional one-night stands and stringing along, you may find that this person has a push-pull energy. Like I said, sometimes you can see a future and sometimes you cannot see a future with this person at all, because they hold their options open when it comes down to other people, which can sometimes make you feel a little bit insignificant and like you don't want to be around them. Old school as well. So with the Hierophant, it usually comes up with regards to that. So there's outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over and over in their mind, which is speaking about this person needing to make sure that they are concentrating on healing some things that have happened in their past relationships. Codependent, obsession, restraint, possession and control, and emotional blocks. So you may find that this person sometimes holds coldness in their heart when it comes down to relationships, and that may make you feel a little bit disheartened when it comes down to moving forward with this person. But I don't doubt that they've got a good heart. I just think that they've really got some mixed up views and perceptions of how relationships should be, and you're not a person that is really interested in divulging into this. Try rapé and happy. Time to relax. With rapé and happy, it's all illegal tobacco that you can push up your nose via a cunripe, which is a pipe that helps you to clear your mind and shield and protect your auric field from any sort of spiritual attacks, emotional attacks in the physical world, or emotional attacks. Shield your energy with protective light, which to me, this is like cross-exchanging with each other, because it's saying here that you're an empath and sometimes your thoughts and feelings are not actually yours. So if you are interested in trying to understand your spiritual ability when you're an empath, you can go around people and you will get their aches and pains. Sometimes you'll get their thoughts. Sometimes you'll come away from them feeling quite heavy because they feel heavy, not because you feel heavy. Okay, so make sure that you are thinking about protective ways that you can look after yourself and encourage your own mental and emotional well-being. Encourage people in your lives to help themselves. You can't take on their problems, so you may find in this relationship you've been taking on this person's problems. What can you do to align with your wishes more each day? Remember, prayer and meditations are your friend. So if you're thinking about getting into some sort of spiritual practice, this might be where you should start, because when you wake up in the morning and when you go to sleep at night, these are the most poignant times to make sure that you are connecting with your conscious and subconscious, because when they're married together, you can be a force to be reckoned with. Quit making excuses for others, poor behaviour, and assert your boundaries. So like I said before, you are probably a really pure person, and you've probably found that this person can sometimes have behaviours, thoughts and tendencies that don't connotate with you, and they're not the way that you would choose to see things, okay? At the bottom of this deck, they keep trying to affect you, but you're divinely protected. So you're probably finding that you know your boundaries, you know what you are capable of, and you know what you want when it comes down to relationships. So like I said, just stand back a little bit and see how this person comes towards you, because they need to do some work here to be able to rebalance and realign this relationship. Let's get you some last advice, pile ones. Thank you for watching as well. I hope that this has been relevant to you. If you can leave a comment below as to whether this actually relates with you, that would be really helpful, because it provides a community here that I'm trying to build, which will help other people to understand they're not in this world alone. Okay, so I am going to read this last card to you. So it says, be the hunter, not the hunted. Okay. Do you feel that you are at the beck and call of circumstances, situation and relationships that are outside of your control? Is attention being called away from what you love, from your passionate focus upon your own journey and creative self-expression? Are you feeling roped into becoming a support, a tonic, a saviour and a heal-all for others? There's a big difference between healthy supportiveness in a relationship, which includes a healthy self-support, and ignoring your own journey out of misplaced guilt, shame, unworthiness, or belief that the needs of others are more important than your own. That is not compromise. That is an unhealthy and neglectful way of being towards yourself. You're being asked to see through the assumptions, the expectations, tantrums, or manipulative ways that may be put upon yourself or others. See through them with the truth. You can only sidestep, change your response to, or choose to release which you can recognize. This oracle brings you some important news. You're capable of seeing the truth, of outsmarting all patterns and responding more creatively to craft new and improved relationships. You don't have to be drawn into the dramas of others or suffering of repetitive struggles. You can become still and intent, and with a willingness to see the truth in doing so, you'll be open to being shown another way through the inner vision of your heart, or a flash of insight from the great universal mind that penetrates your own awareness. This oracle also brings you particular guidance that there is a message coming your way. This message in the future will be important to you, and you are not to paint it as anything more or less than what it is. So keep lookout for what's coming, because that is the universe answering your questions. You're being asked to sit with your heart and take your time. Even if there's a deadline for your answer, make sure that you do this on your own time, because Mother Nature is offering you the wisdom and medicine of the owl, the ability to hear what is not spoken and see what is hidden in the darkness. Trust what you feel beyond appearances. The power and magic of the owl is working with you, and Mother Nature is by your side, assisting you in navigating the current life transition into a new way of being. So I hope that this has been helpful for you guys. I'm sending you buckets of love and my support. And I hope that this has all been relative to you. I hope that you've been able to understand some things from this reading and be able to move forward in your life in a productive way. So if you can, just comment below if this has actually made any sense to you, and if you can see these tendencies portraying themselves and perpetrating themselves in your life. And I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye. So let's put all of these cards away if you're still watching, guys, and we'll move forward into... What are we moving into, actually? We are moving into twos, okay? So I'll put all these cards away. That was quite a heavy reading, wasn't it? As you can see, there's a lot of things that happen in relationships that are and can be put in the dark, but at the same time, when you are a spiritually aware person, there's not a lot that can be hidden from you, because it all starts to come out in the end. I've definitely found that in relationships that I've been in the past. I don't really have these problems anymore in my life because I've chosen a very stable person, and this person has chosen me. So it feels very stable for me to be able to move forward in a productive manner and feel that level of safety. But I can definitely sympathise with the way that relationships can be nowadays, because it's really difficult to be able to see people in a serious light nowadays because of the quickness of relationships and how people expect things to be. So let's move into twos. This is the Labradorite, and I think this is the Celestial Triangle or the Trinity, I think it is. But yeah, we will move into this reading. So pile twos, thank you for being here. I hope that you can subscribe to make sure that you see more of these videos. We are going to have a deep look into the relationship that you are currently in, or the situationship that you were in, and we're going to see what sort of future guidance that you're going to be needing, and how this relationship is actually conducting itself moving forward. So as we can see, we've got the sacred self here with I know that I am love, okay? We've got Venus, beautiful. We've got self-worth and expectations. We've got authentic expression, moon money as well, allowing the flow of abundance to come into your life. We've got artificial heart. We've got angel numbers with confirmation. Confirmation. Don't think that's a word, is it? Angel numbers with confirmation. Firefly with wonder. And we've got imagination. Okay. So first of all, when I look at this can be speaking to me personally about you being a person that's very self-productive. You like to do things that will bring you a calm state of mind. As you can see here, it's not rocket science. It could be yoga. It could actually be going to the gym. It could be doing a lot of things where you've had to do so much work to come into your authenticity and to understand yourself on a deeper level than you've ever known yourself before. You've gone into your subconscious energy massively, which has helped you to be able to develop the self-awareness that you actually have now. The artificial heart here, when it comes down to shadow work, because this is also about shadow work. Every single one of us need to do shadow work, pile twos. Nobody is full of light. Nobody is complete of learning things, because the earth itself is a massive school for us guys to be able to understand what work we need to do upon ourselves. No matter what we're going through in our lives, we always need to be aware that there's more work to be done when it comes down to our inner, so we can understand our outer, and we can understand the people that are around us as well. So always remember that. But there's a lot of work here with regards to probably being guarded when it comes down to relationships in the past, that you have done this work. So that's super beautiful, pile twos. I'm happy for you guys as well. You probably find that there's a level of truthfulness when it comes down to this relationship. You can speak to each other, and you may also be speaking to each other about going into business or making money with each other, or the person that you're seeing is thinking about ways to make money. Excuse me, this is the purge again. This happens when my spirit guides are communicating with me about particular things that are important. So that was when I was speaking about moon money here. So that can be speaking about business ideas that you have with each other, or this person currently focusing their time and energy and attention on all things to do with money. So this is a person that's really stable when it comes down to how they express themselves. You'll probably find that they are super spiritual as well, and they're very productive on trying to do things to enable their sacred self to be able to be authentic and be the person that, what I'm hearing in my head, if I'm honest with you, is what you see is what you get with this person. There's no frills with this person, okay? Confirmation and angel numbers can be speaking about the spiritual connection that you two have. You probably find that you see a lot of times that are symbolic of each other. So it could be like your 14-14s, 10-10s, 11-11s. Make sure that you're looking into these numbers, because there's always a message when it comes down to relationships, especially if you're with the person at the time of seeing the symbolic numbers. Not only that though, I'm just having a drink, guys. If you guys find that when you are thinking of certain thoughts, or you're thinking about this person and you're seeing symbolic numbers, you will probably find that that thought is true, what you're thinking, okay? So keep a firm track and vigilance of your thoughts or your actions during the time of you seeing symbolic numbers, because that's a massive reflection of what this person is either going through, or a communication coming from the universe with regards to this person who you're seeing. You've probably found as well that either you or your partner has also had to do so much work in their life. They have done a lot of shadow work that have helped them to be a light to other people. They may walk in a room and make other people laugh. They may take a lot of attention when they go into a room, which could be a threat to some people if they don't have a hell of a lot of confidence. But to me, it's a beautiful symbolic energy of somebody being able to really help other people to see their authentic expressions, their genuine ways of how they should be looking at themselves in life. It's also speaking about imagination here. So this person could be mightily creative. If not, you're the person that's super creative. They have got a high value of self-worth. So like I said, they have done a lot of work within themselves to be able to grow to the place that they are currently at, which I think is super positive, because it helps you and this person to be able to move into a level of having a true soul-to-soul connection, especially with Venus being here. So you may have found that this partner is offering you their heart. Whether they have said this or this is about to happen, they're trying to offer you their heart. And they're trying to do it with a level of authenticity where you can feel what they are bringing to the table. If you're looking for any symbolic numbers as well, we've got 5s here, we've got 8s here, and we've got 11s here and 12s. So look up these numbers and see whether these numbers hold any value to you, especially if you're quite a spiritual person. So let's go into sacred love with regards to this relationship moving forward. Hierophant, yeah, this is a person that may be mightily expressive when it comes down to spirituality, okay? There might be a person that looks at things from a very traditional viewpoint, and they may be following institutions spiritually or religiously that helps them to have a structure in their life, a level of balance. The Queen of Cups is speaking about compassion and empathy that you may find that you hold for this person, or this person holds for you, no matter what the sex of the relationship is. But you also may find that there's a level of like having sexual obsessive desires towards each other, and feeling like This person may feel like they're slightly obsessed with you, or you may feel like you're slightly obsessed with them. You may be trying to hold back when it comes down to your emotions, especially with the Queen of Cups, because she's a person that's really been through it before in her life, and she's not trying to go through the same types of situations again. So she holds back when she gets into relationships with other people, because she finds it difficult when the relationship breaks down to be able to open her heart again. And she's probably tried in a previous, whether this is you or the person that you are with, this person's tried before when it comes down to a relationship, and it's worked out and gone disastrously wrong. So this is the reason why you may find sometimes there's an element of coldness coming from this person, because they need to protect their heart. And if not, this could be you that has an element of coldness, because you need to protect your heart, and it's taken a lot of growth for you to be able to come into a place now where you feel more stable and structured within yourself. I also want to mention some sort of child that's up in the spiritual world. I keep being told that I need to mention this, so if anybody does have this around them, or has chosen to either terminate a pregnancy or they have lost a child, there's no guilt to be had here. This child is safe and being held up in the spiritual world, but it's definitely speaking about the feminine here, thinking about that quite a lot. So I just want to let you know that that's something that keeps coming out that I need to mention every 2 minutes. Let's talk about authentic expression when it comes down to this relationship. What do my pile twos need to know? Right, okay, so this can be speaking about, hang on. Yeah, this can be speaking about deceptive thoughts and deceptive ways that can sometimes come out of this person. They also may have been cheated on in the past, though, I'm not going to lie. It can also be a person that's been in a position in their past where they have definitely focused on giving a lot to relationships and found that they've not got a lot back. This person may have also had, or does have, like an inner saboteur within themselves. So if you're the person that's done the work, you will be able to help this person to see the truthfulness within themselves. But if not, this can be speaking about an inner saboteur energy that this person has got. Give me some more with regards to the Seven of Swords, because this is helpful for the reading. Pile twos, Seven of Swords. Yeah, this can be a person that's had some sort of family situation in the past, and this family have been quite deceptive and betraying towards this person, or this has happened to you. Regardless, this is needed to be said in the reading. Whilst these people have been deceptive and done all of these deceptive things towards your person, your person has found that they've had to go out in the cold. It's almost like they've had to start from the beginning again in their lives, because there's a family situation that's happening, whether they have a child with somebody else. If it's not that, it could be speaking about family members that have made them once feel like they were a part of the family, and then suddenly the coldness has prevailed and they've found out some sort of lies or deceptive qualities of this family and been left out in the cold. Because of this person or you have found that life can sometimes be really, really cold. And made to feel like your partner or you have been made to feel like this family was a great family to be involved in, when in actual fact it's not the case. You've found out that these people are quite deceptive, which will have probably really stabbed your heart, because I'm not going to lie, the second I'm saying it now and I'm getting all these pains up the right side of my leg and in my heart, my heart chakra. So I hope that you guys are okay, but all of this conflict that these people have put you guys through, or your partner through, they will come out to the light, meaning they will feel better within themselves for not being around these people rather than being around them. It may have formed your partner or you to go through quite a lot of depression as well when it comes down to this. At the same time, if you've had some sort of relationship where you've been deceived in the past, this is speaking about you doing so much work within yourself to start to feel better. So I'm sorry to hear about that, guys. for your partner or for you. It's not a nice position to be in, where family leave you out in the cold and try and make you feel like you've done something wrong, when in actual fact they're the people that need to do a lot of self-work within themselves. Yeah, the Three of Cups can be speaking about having like new friends come into their lives. It can also be speaking about the past people, whether this is family or a past relationship. This person has blatantly cheated before massively. This is obvious to me. It's very obvious to me. I don't sugarcoat what I say when it comes down to readings either. So yeah, there's definitely three-party situations that have gone on here that'll make this person have this fear of being cheated on again because of it happening before, and their friends protecting this person, making this person feel like what they've been doing is actually right, when in fact it's really wrong to treat another person in this way. Yeah, this could be a person that was highly confident in choosing to cheat in the past. So this person has got past energy going on here, where they have been out with somebody before that had all of this confidence, all of this courage, and all of these energies, where this person's made them feel like they would be safe in this relationship with this person, and then found that they've fallen flat on their face because this person was nowhere near trustworthy. And maybe have even had some sort of like drinking habits, but regardless of that, they made this person that you're with feel like they would be missing out on losing them, when in actual fact your person was probably going to be helped massively in keeping away from their past person. So yeah, this past person is definitely formed some sort of murky, because it's this area, it's like murky waters that have made this person really guarded when it comes down to the heart chakra, and allowing themselves to open up to a new relationship moving forward. So this is why you may find yourself sometimes pulling back emotionally from this person, because you feel like they've gone through so much. You don't want to be privy to pain coming as a backfire, a back ricochet from this person. This is a karmic cycle, so this person could be a karmic person in your life. It could be a person where you've found yourself to be learning so much lessons from them and want to see where it's going moving forward, to see whether this person has actually healed from this past person. I would definitely say that they are going through the process, but I'd say with authentic expression coming out that this person is very focused upon their money because of the shit that they've been through in the past with regards to relationships. So tell me more about pile two's person. Pile two's person. Yeah, they're very truthful with you as well. If they haven't been truthful with you, they will be truthful with you about the chaotic circumstances that they've been in the past. With the Tower showing up on the bottom of the deck, look, as we can see here, the Seven of Cups. Now, if you notice, that was actually peeking out. So this can be speaking about your person in the past being one of many options to another person that lied to and deceived them to believe that they were the only person. This is the reason why sometimes you'll find that they feel a little bit guarded when it comes down to you, okay? So how does this person feel about my pile twos? How does this person feel about my pile twos? How does this person feel about my pile twos? Yeah, oh, that's actually quite beautiful. They feel like you are a person that can be quite spiritual, or you're very in tune with yourself. You also hold a lot of your thoughts and feelings within your own heart and your soul. This is also speaking about you being a person that's really worked hard to make sure that you've healed your subconscious energy. You've healed all of these things that have made you, your partner, feel like this in the past. They feel like they want to come towards you, but they also feel like they need to work on their courage to be able to execute some of the plans that they want to have with you in the first place. So that is positive. They've got this feeling of you being quite a sensuous person as well. They're not used to somebody being so in touch with themselves and being able to also hold back and be reserved when it comes to relationships. If I'm honest, I think this person has also observed and witnessed and partaked in relationships where a person has had like this obsessive, confident energy towards them, and that's been alluring to them because they've come around you and you're the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is way more submissive, but not meaning that you're a walkover, meaning that you are way more connected to your emotions. So you go with your emotions over utilizing your body, your looks to get a deeper, meaningful connection. That's what I'm hearing very clear, okay? So this person is not used to dealing with somebody like you, and that's the reason why you are opening up their heart massively, and they have this strong appeal towards you and the relationship to be able to move forward. As I've said, they have definitely been through some things in their lives where they've probably reconciliated with people in the past that it's not worked out for them, but they've worked hard to bring themselves into the light. So if you have found that you two are in a period of not speaking right now, there will be a reconciliation between you and this person. Most definitely. This is a person that really wants to work on being emotionally available for you. They really do, pile twos. I can feel that strongly, but like I said, there is definitely some sort of karma that's been playing out here. At the same time, though, it may not be that. This could also be a person that's had a child with somebody else and they need to go through the courts to be able to see this child, or the person that they were seeing has utilised the courts so this person can't see their child. This has formed a hell of a lot of emotional withdrawal to happen to this person, okay? If you are the person that's in a position of trying to support this person who's going through the courts when it comes down to a child, you'll probably find that this court case doesn't go the way that the person wants it to go, and you may find that you're an emotional support for this person because not all meets the eye here. There's been a lot of deception here when it comes down to this person's past relationship, and this is why they're quite untrusting when it comes down to people. So you might want to be creative when it comes down to this relationship. Tell me more about how pile twos are perceived via their partner. Yeah, so basically you may feel sometimes like this relationship is not a wish fulfillment for you, because you may have probably hoped that this person was pre-packaged to be able to give you emotional abundance and emotional availability. But because of all of this painful stuff that they've gone through, especially where children are concerned, and not being able to see their children and being put in this karmic cycle of needing to learn lessons about fickle relationships that they may have been in the past, you may find that it's difficult for you sometimes to gain emotional availability out of somebody that is quite cold within because of what they've been through, okay? So think about your expectations and whether this person is meeting your expectations, but at the same time, people can only meet you as deeply as they've met themselves. And if this person's going through some sort of karmic judgment within their lives and they're going through a tough time, can you hold space for these people to come through in your life the way that you want them to come through? The same time, make sure that you're not questioning your self-worth when it comes down to this, because it's very much so an inside job of your person to need to help themselves before they get to that place of balance. Tell me more about how pile two's partner sees them. They see you as an introverted person as well that is a light in their lives. You've been through the ringer before in life. You've been through it, and they know that you've come out of it the other end, but they also know you are a highly intelligent person, and you will give them a level of distance if you need to. So you may find that you are in separation towards this person right now, or you may be a person that's highly intelligent and you're using your logic because you're not feeling like you are a priority to this person. You know that this person needs to stabilize themselves before they're able to come forwards towards you in your life. But yeah, there is some sort of great times that you two have with regards to memories of each other, but they need to do some work within themselves to be able to be the person that you can see the potentiality of them being. Okay, what about Venus? Pile twos, what's being offered to them with regards to Venus from their partner? Yeah, so this person is probably going to offer to come towards you at some point. It's not going to happen emotionally in the way that you might like it to just yet, because it's coming out with the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands can be speaking about a person that is really going through all of these different loopholes in life, because I keep seeing these rings with fire in them, and it's like they've got to run through all of these different hoops to get to the place of self-love, to be able to accept what you have to offer them when it comes down to love and life. So make sure that you are looking after yourself during this process of time, and I'm going to get some advice for you moving forward when it comes to this relationship, pile twos. Let's see if there's any star signs that come up with regards to pile twos. So we've got Mercury straight away. Okay, so Mercury is speaking about a Gemini or a Virgo, okay? Or Gemini or Virgo energy being around when it comes down to this relationship. 1 second, I've just dropped something. Let's go into any more star signs. Is there any more star signs? Any more star signs involved here in pile twos? Star signs. So these can be the people that are involved in your relationship, and it can be the person that you're in a relationship with, or your signs and the people that are involved with you. We've got moon energy as well, which is speaking about Cancer, and that can be speaking about subconscious energy as well. We've also got earth signs with Capricorn. Wow, we've got Taurus as well. And we've also got Virgo. And Neptune is at the bottom, which is speaking about Pisces. So these are the star signs that are connotating towards these relationships that we're speaking about right now, pile twos. Let's see if there's some more advice. Give me some advice for pile twos straight away. Shadow side. The moon. So this is basically speaking about a person that needs to really work on their emotions, because you may find that there's a level of detachment that you need to hold moving forward. Don't forget, this is your advice to be able to move forward in this relationship. So pile twos, what advice do pile twos need? What advice do pile twos need? Renewal and a spark of energy coming towards each other. So as soon as you've given a little bit of distance to this relationship, you'll find that this person comes back towards you. A party and external. So you may find that this person likes to go out and probably invites you on a night out, which will help you both to rekindle things. You already intuitively know that this is how this relationship is going to play out, but you're going to gain clarity from this relationship. So this person will probably offer you the truth, especially with the Ace of Swords showing up here, and then the clarity. It's speaking about you gaining that truth and understanding where your person is coming from, pile twos. Wow. So we've got Mercury again, right? So you've got the Mercury energy coming through twice now, which is speaking about Geminis and Virgos, okay? You've got messages, travel and communication coming. Again, look at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Geminis, Libras and Aquariuses. So you've got some sort of communication coming in from this person. So make sure that you stay open to hearing what this person has got to say, most definitely, because the one I've noticed that keeps coming out the most is Mercury, okay? So when it comes down to Mercury, with it being Gemini and Virgo, it can be speaking about you needing to communicate and mentality. So it's like messages. Keep your eyes out for these messages, because they're definitely coming towards you, and you will start to understand how to proceed forward with this person. Any more advice for pile twos on how they should conduct this relationship moving forward? Pile twos. Coffee cup. meeting and talking, savouring the moment, feeling elevated and building a friendship. So make sure that you build in that friendship, because when you do build a friendship with people, you form a foundation that is quite unbreakable, if I'm honest with you, okay? So make sure that you give them the chance to meet up and have this conversation with Mercury coming up, because this person really wants to talk. Camera, reminiscing, making memories, learning from the past and perception. So like I said, there's somebody in their past that was quite seductive in the way that they chose to conduct relationships, but your person has understood that that wasn't conducive to a successful relationship. So they actually know that having an emotionally available woman is way better than having one that dresses sexily and tries to... It's almost like a person that uses their sexuals or the sexuality to be able to lure people in. But when you get towards that person, you find that they're lacking substance. Whereas you have that substance. That is what they're attracted to. So they're thinking about you massively. They want to make memories with you, and they're definitely learning from a past relationship. Pile twos. Clarity, truth again. This has come out like 3 times now about you guys receiving some sort of clarity and the truth with regards to how this person feels. I definitely feel there is genuine emotions going on here, but I do think that they suffer with their self-awareness and their self-esteem. They're still hurt and sad and feeling lost and in despair about any sort of breakup that they've been through in the past. If they are not around you right now, they're also quite heartbroken that they're not around you, but they do feel like they're not enough for you. They feel like they don't bring enough to the table that would make you feel like you want to proceed forward with them. So this is a self-confidence thing for them to need to work on when it comes down to you. Give me some more advice for my pile threes. What advice? We'll take this one here that's just flipped over. What loop is in your mind that's repeating and no longer serves you? What is this loop trying to teach you? So do you have any repetitive thoughts in the mind that keep on coming through and prevailing every time you think about this person? What can you do to take a look at that loop and see whether you can do some self-work whilst you and this person are in contact with each other or holding a separation period? What can you do to stop these loops that keep going around and around in your mind? Pile twos, can I have some advice for pile twos? Try and wrap it and happy. So if you've picked another pile, you'll probably find that you've got messages in both piles, but try and, well, either of the 1, 2 or 3 piles. Saying rappe and happy here is speaking about you needing to have clarity of mind and focus, and it's also speaking about this herbal powder that has been blessed by shamans that I take every morning and every night, and it really helps because I use a kunripe, which is a self-disposing pipe, and this tobacco has been blessed with lots of herbs. It's very legal, and you take it and blow it up your nose, and what you find is it really opens up the mind and it opens up all of your chakras and grounds you at the same time. Is it slightly painful in the mind a little bit when you take it? It's almost like a little bit of an intense sharpness, and then it dulls down within like 10-15 seconds. But yeah, rappe is absolutely incredible for gaining some focus in your mind. Time for a social media clear out. So you probably found that there's some people on your social medias that don't need to be there anymore. I'll read all of these because they did all come out and I'm honourable to that. This person does keep thinking about you all the time and holding you in high regard and how they can bring this relationship into more of a balance, okay? What would make life easier right now? Reach out for help. Your loved ones want to help you. So if you've not been in contact with the people that you cherish and care about the most, this is a massive sign to make sure that you reach out. Make time for your friends again. So if they've not been seeing you, make some time out to have a coffee date and catch up with your friends. comparing themselves to you. So you're probably finding that your partner compares themselves to you and how much you've progressed yourself, because you are probably an inspiring person to make them want to get into a place that you're in and where you've fought to be within yourself. Letting go of resistance. So try to let go of controlling how this relationship is supposed to go moving forward. I am stuck in the past. What do I fear about my future, and what am I running from? So as I could see with the Queen of Cups, you're probably running from feeling like you could be vulnerable and get hurt again. So I'm asking you to make sure that you are journaling to yourself about that past and writing to your future self about how you're going to overcome this past, how you're going to overcome holding on to resistance. And eventually, once you've got to a place where you understand the only love that you can receive is the love that you can give out to yourself, that's when it's going to bring you to a place where you feel mightily confident and comfortable within yourself to understand that anybody that comes into your life is a lesson or a blessing, and this person is not going to be like the past person. If you love yourself enough, you will cut things off when things get to a place where you feel like you are not being respected, and when you feel like you are being honoured, you will pull closer, and you are wise enough to know that now. So have a think about what you're running from. Start to remove toxic people from your life. So if you do have any toxic people in your life, it's definitely the time to start cutting and editing these people out of your life as quickly as you possibly can, because that can also be holding back your love relationships. What do they bring to the table? So think about what these people bring, this person, your partner, brings to your table. Do they bring anything of great value to your table, or do they bring cycles and patterns of behaviour that you don't want to have in your life moving forward? If they are good for you and they bring a lot of great things to your table, what can you do to bring more to their table? Cycles keep repeating themselves. So what can you do to stop repeating the same cycles? If you've been attracting the same type of person and partner in your life, what are you doing to contribute to that? What is it that you are do you have a particular type, for instance, that you know is not good for you, but you keep on dating that particular type? What can you do to break these repetitive cycles? The wheel of karma is turning, so definitely you're probably going to be finding that the people around you right now are going to be receiving the karma, because I've just heard in my head, you reap what you sow. So anybody around you that has been conducting themselves in a less than desirable manner is probably going to be finding that karma comes back to them massively. Something special is coming, so make sure that you keep your eyes peeled for the great things that can come in your life, as opposed to the darker things that can come into your life, because the more that you focus upon special things coming into your life, the more you will have to be grateful for, and the less negativity that can enter your life. Pregnancy news or news of a pregnancy, so that's something that could be coming in. If you're not interested in getting pregnant, it could be a news of pregnancy in the family or in your closest friends around you. You may find that one of them are pregnant. If you are trying for a baby or wanting a baby, that is something that will come in once this relationship has found its foundation and this person's let go of the pains from the past. Time for a visit to the ocean. So if you're interested in going to the beach, that is something that would be an incredible thing to do before the kids go back to school. If you don't have no kids, start thinking about how you can start putting a deposit down for a holiday. And if you already are going on a holiday very soon, I hope that you have a wonderful time, because that visit to the ocean is going to be cleansing to your emotions and to your soul. You're being placed in a healing phase. So if you find that there's any sort of stillness in this relationship right now, it's a great thing, because what's happening is restorative energy. You are going into a place of rest. So you're able to gain more abundance when it comes back to you two reconnecting again and making sure that you create that foundation with each other again that you once had in the first place. Releasing allegiances is your final bit of advice coming from spirit and your own ancestors, okay? So it says here that it's time to hold on to yourself and let go of another. So if you do find that you are doing way too much for other people around you, it's time to let go of this. Even if it's just for a time, you've gained all that was meant to be from that connection, at least for now. You've given you and you have received. The need to let go does not deny the value as what been as what does not deny the value of what has been acquired. Okay, so make sure that if you do have to leave this relationship, that you understand that you have imparted a hell of a lot of understanding on this relationship. It's important that you make sure that you are productive, creative, and this is how you will create the abundance and consciousness in your life. You've completed so many cycles in the vibrational frequency of consciousness that you're now being asked to release. You have been in a vibrational frequency for some time now, so you may have found that this happens via your habits, relationships, and the possibilities that are limited or outmoded in frequency. It's now time to expand into higher frequencies of experience. You may find that you've got a closed throat chakra as well. You may find this difficult to admit to yourself. So just take the words in that I'm saying to you, and hopefully it will help you and nurture you and soothe you into making your decisions moving forward, especially if you need to cut other people off, or it's this partner. You are the decider and the master of your life, okay? You've earned the right to step out of the frequency. It's now time to expand into higher frequencies of experience that will bring you enhanced love, empowerment, and peace into your life. You will take the wisdom of what you've learned with you to something new. New connections, new relationships, new friendships, new life experiences at a higher turn of the spiral of life. But first, yourself. Trust that you can step into solitude for a time without being consumed by loneliness. It's time to reconnect with yourself. Perhaps you've had a period of outward orientation where your energy has been diverted away from the inner journey of self-discovery and creative expression into the world of lists, schedules, and demands. Trust that you may need to step back into a moment, even from your healthy relationships and commitments, to refresh your spirit and reconnect with your own nature in solitude. Perhaps you've been diving so deep into the creative waters that you've lost your bearings or your energetic connection with the earth, your own life, and your needs in the here and now. Either way, you need to come back to the ground of your own body. It's time for self-love. This oracle is also a confirmation that the work that you've been doing on yourself is actually working for you. Your level of self-love is growing, and your ability to love consciously and healthily is increasing as a result. Some of the connections in your life will mature along with you, and your regard and affection will deepen and blossom. It will be revealed that other relationships are no longer relevant in your life's journey. So if you are going higher in frequency with regards to a love relationship, you will find that the lower vibrational people are very, very obvious to you now. It's very difficult for you to be able to deny that you can see the lower frequency in other people. If you've been contemplating a change in your lifestyle, enrolling in a class or joining a group, starting a project, or setting aside time to focus on your inner work, then this oracle comes as a confirmation that these things would be supportive to you, healthy, and also helpful for you. It also comes with particular guidance that there's a situation that has recently arisen or will arise soon that you need to back yourself. So you're going to need to have the confidence within yourself to be able to execute how you expect to be treated. Don't be put on or hoodwinked into backing down by the emotional reactions of other people. Stand your ground. Stay aligned with what you know to be true. No matter how wonderful something seems logically or in the surface, if it doesn't feel right for you, it's not for you. Perhaps that will change and it will be right for you later in life, but perhaps you will step away and realize with relief that you have had a lucky escape from a situation that would have ended up unnecessarily costing you. Either way, backing yourself and not giving in to the opinion of another, no matter how highly you have rated that opinion in the past, is very important right now. It's highly likely that you are breaking with tradition, with a role model, or with a belief system that you have actually outgrown. You must be there for yourself because you're doing well, you're on the right path, and you are growing. So well done, okay? I hope that has been helpful for you, pile threes, because you've come so far. And I hope that life treats you really well. I hope that you've gained some guidance when it comes down to the relationship. And if you could comment below on how this relates with you, that would be super, super helpful. And also forms a community with everybody on YouTube, because it's a massive, like, swimming pool of people, I would say YouTube is, and without having that sense of humanity with each other, it gives me a reason to keep doing these readings in the first place, because I definitely believe that there needs to be more communion rather than people just being on here for the wrong reasons rather than the right reasons. So comment below on how this relates with you. Make sure that you subscribe so we can make and form a community with each other. And I am wishing you pile twos well. Take care. So let's put all these cards away. If you're still watching, thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it. And it's wonderful to know that you were so loyal to sit here and watch me go through, like, bringing all of the cards down, putting them back up. Like, this is the last reading that I am going into with regards to pile threes, but pile threes are last but no means least. I love reading cards. They're so informative when it comes down to relationships, because so many things come out that help people in so many different ways. So that was pile twos. Let's move on to pile threes, okay? So with regards to pile threes, we've got the multicolored stone here. Can anybody tell me what that symbolic thing is there? Because I don't know if it's divinity. I'm quite unsure. But these are the cards that have been picked for pile threes. So we've got fears. I release all fears. That's the affirmation that you want to say, if you can. Nourish, feeding the sweet animal of your body. So making sure that you're eating nurturing foods. Squaring the circle. We've also got skull with endings, toxicity, bound and patterns. The shadow work is naked before the stars, and gratitude is showing up here as well. So this looks like quite a deep reading here. I would definitely say with regards to fears, it's like there's some sort of energy within you that you're finding difficult to be able to let go of, and if it's not you, it's a person that you're actually choosing to be with in a relationship, okay? It says here, I invite you, divine beloved, to move through me in all ways, guiding my actions in every moment. Let me release all fear and feel unbridled and openness to the new, okay? So you may be finding that there's some sort of things that hold you or hold this person back when it comes down to relationships. I would strongly suggest self-love here is a massive thing, but at the same time it's also really difficult when fear is there, because fear is something that holds people back from their greatness massively in life. So this relationship may hold a hell of a lot of fears with regards to each other. So that's quite sad in a way, but at the same time, like I said, sometimes fear is a part of your mind control and how your mind chooses to see things. So there may be a lot of mental health going on here as well. So when it comes down to nurturing and feeding yourself as well, this can be speaking about making sure that you're eating more things that come from the ground that are nourishing for the soul. You may find that your partner is in a place of wanting to nurture and nourish themselves and eat better, a better food regime. You may also find that you're in that place in your life which is a really great thing, to tell you the truth. You may find that this person's got a massive sweet tooth as well. That came through to me quite strongly as well. With square in the circle, it can be speaking about the mastery over your inner and outer operations. So it can be speaking about the significance of all of the changing seasons and the wisdom in the difference of the elements, becoming one with air, earth, fire, water. It can be a meditative practice, to tell you the honest to God's truth, but it's speaking about mastering your mind and operating from the grace of self-mastery. So yeah, it's definitely imparting wisdom upon yourself when it comes down to all of the elements and what the elements bring into your life and what all of these elements mean to you in your life. You may find that the person that you're around is highly spiritual. If they're not spiritual, you might be a person that's interested in going into the spiritual crafts and understanding about the spiritual crafts, which is a beautiful thing. Endings, you may find that you are in a place when it comes down to this person that you may feel like you're better off without this person, or you may have had like an ending with this person with regards to the toxicity that can come into the relationship, because there is toxic energy there when it says bound and patterns. So this person may have patterns that make you feel a little bit bound, where you don't want to move forward in the relationship. So you may be in a period of separation, pile threes. If not, you may be thinking about going into a level of separation with this person. You need to also get into a higher frequency within yourself, where you are nurturing yourself and you are not susceptible to feeling this lower vibration that has been brought towards you. Because my eye's going straight to this candle, which is gone super dimmer. Like it's gone really, really dim since I've started doing pile threes reading. So yeah, start thinking about each morning and each night writing or thinking about 3 things that you are super grateful for in your life, because you may be feeling a little bit down right now. The affirmation for this is, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents into my life. The shadow work that needs to be done here is accepting your own beauty. So this could be your size. You may be like having fears and quite toxic thoughts about your body shape, what you bring to the table, whether you're beautiful. This can be your age. You could be thinking about your age all of the time. But there is no perfection in life. In the imperfections, that is the perfection, if that makes sense. So I hope that actually brings you some sort of comfort, because I want you to start asking yourself, or the person around you who feels this way about themselves as well, they need to ask themselves, or you need to ask yourself, what you see when you look in the mirror. Do you see something that you like, or do you see something that you dislike? Definitely think about this. Think about what you compare yourself to, or what other people compare you to, and whether this actually forms you to be in a toxic way of how you look at yourself. Okay? So this is quite heavy, pile threes. I hope that you're okay. Sending you a lot of hugs as well. Yeah, you've had a chaotic moment when it comes down to this relationship. You've probably found that you start to build a really strong foundation with this person, and then out of nowhere it feels like you possibly aren't going to make it with each other. You've walked away. If I'm honest with you, you've walked away from this relationship. You've probably found that you invested a hell of a lot more than what you felt like you was getting out. With regards to the Tower, you probably found that this person has brought nothing but hard energy into your life, made you feel like you are safe, and then you're not safe. You may have heard some news with regards to this person that you're with that has really shocked you to the core. You may have had to have surrendered this relationship, most definitely. And you've probably found as well that this person has quite a childish way of how they look at life and relationships, in a way that it's made you feel like you have to start again. You have to find somebody who has more of a mature mind frame when it comes down to relationships. And this might be why the Nourish Yourself card comes in, because you're needing to give yourself a hell of a lot of self-love. you may have also found that this person is now trying to come back in some way, shape or form, but they've given you all of this level of toxicity in your life throughout the relationship that's made you consider as to whether you should even be with this person in the first place. So it could be important that you're thinking of ways to give yourself some love, and remember as well that you are deserving of the love that you've given out to other people. So nurture yourself. If not, you have come out of a very toxic relationship and somebody else has tried to come into your life to try to nurture you, and they're offering you love. It's just down to you whether you take this love. Having the strength and the courage to be able to move forward as well. You may have also found with this person that you're in a relationship with, or this situationship, this person has quite an instinctive primal way of how they look at relationships and life. You may have found this slightly uncomfortable and thought that you needed to help this person to think better about relationships, and if I'm honest with you, grow up a little bit as well. So you may find that you are constantly trying to help this person to see things from more of a purer mind frame. Yeah, it's almost like you're trying to be productive in how you go forward when it comes down to this relationship, but like I said, it's difficult sometimes to be able to move forward with someone that needs to do a lot of work, but they do look up to you. They look up to you in some way where they want to do some growth within themselves to be able to be the person that you would like to see in your life. They've got some childhood wounds that they need to be healing within themselves, but at the same time, they also see you as a person that is like really of high value to them. You hold your family in great importance. If it's not your family, it's your children that you hold of great importance, and they see you being a fantastic person when it comes down to that. They hold low self-esteem, this person, I would definitely say. They keep meditating and contemplating on whether they can come towards you to try to work this relationship out as well, because of that tumultuous ending that you two have suffered with each other. But you keep thinking, should I go an opposite way because this person is holding like quite toxic ways, and the way that they choose to conduct relationships doesn't really connotate and relate with you. There's therapy coming up here as well, so you've often thought about asking this person if they feel like therapy is something that they would be willing to go towards. I do think that it would be helpful, but you are thinking about whether you should work on this relationship or you shouldn't work on this relationship. It feels like it's brought a lot of drama, and to be honest with you as well, there is other options that either you have or this person has, and it doesn't feel stable to me, if I'm honest with you. From what I can feel here, you've been questioning your own self-worth, and this person brings a level of toxicity that it doesn't feel conducive to a healthy, lasting relationship. So this is the reason why I feel like you need to do some work on yourself, so you're not staying around these types of situations that are not good for you, darling. I'm sorry that you're going through this, but you are not an option. You should be the only option. Unless you are interested in being in a polyamorous relationship, then you shouldn't be dragged into something where you've been made to feel like you are some sort of other option, especially if this person's just gone back to their ex as well. Yeah, this is not something that is worthy of keeping in your life, if I'm honest with you, pile threes. If you choose to keep this person in your life, you're probably going to find that you keep getting lessons from this person, and you keep going through patterns of behaviour where you're finding it really difficult to move forward with this person all the time. You may have sat on the fence in the past when it comes down to whether you should be working on this relationship, but from what I can see with the Emperor, this is a highly stubborn person. They don't look at things from your viewpoint. They look at things from their viewpoint. And to be honest with you, it's very burdensome for you. As we can see here, because this card is popping up, so I always like to reveal it. This is the Star card, okay? So with the Star card, it's speaking about you feeling very, very vulnerable within yourself when it comes down to this relationship. And if I'm honest with you, healthy relationships are also about feeling strong and comfortable with the person that you're with. You're not meant to feel scared. You're not meant to feel like you're not enough. You're meant to feel comfortable enough to sit in that relationship and have bad days and good days and know that this person is there for you throughout them all. You don't need to be around somebody that dims your light. Let's see if there's any star signs that keep coming up for my pile threes. So we've got Taurus straight away. You may find this person is very, very stubborn in the way that they choose to look at things. There's also Leo energy here as well. So with the sun energy, it can be speaking about somebody liking to be like a center of attention, but if you're like if you gain any sort of attention, they see that as a threat rather than a great thing. Okay, so that's equally not healthy. It feels quite toxic, if I'm honest with you. Any more star signs that may be involved when it comes down to this relationship, or any star signs that may help my pile threes to understand what this who and what this reading's about. We've also got Gemini. So like I said, this is a back and forth type of relationship. 1 minute you're on, 1 minute you're off. You may find that this person has been, because with the Tower coming up, it can be a person that's spoken about you differently to what they're saying in your face. Then we've got Cancer's energy. We've got Libra underneath the deck. We'll see if there's any more star signs that are coming out here for this relationship. Is there any more star signs coming out for threes? Card 3. Any more star signs coming out for threes? So we've got Aries here, we've got Leo again, and then we've got Aquarius. So you may find that these signs are massively poignant in your life. If not, the personalities of these star signs are probably something that you will find are massively relevant in your relationship with this person. Can you give me some more guidance for pile threes and what's coming into this relationship with pile threes? Ace of Air. So there's definitely some sort of clarity that's going to be coming towards you in the future, definitely. But you need to make sure that you are giving yourself enough self-love to know that you are more valuable than what this person is trying to bring towards you, because Jupiter coming in is speaking about expansion and prosperity. So there is a better relationship coming around the corner if you do actually choose to wait it out and pull away from this person. Because when you pull away from a person that's been quite toxic for you, you often find that the universe starts to read that message and then starts to find somebody better to come into your life. You may find as well that your pride is making you step back from this relationship, pile threes. Pile threes relationship. Give me some more information on pile threes relationship moving forward. Somebody's watching you. So if you're away from this person, they're watching you, right? Because they have a lack of self-worth within themselves, right? If this isn't you that's pulled away from this person, they have somebody that they've been seeing that is watching you guys, your relationship and how it is, because they are also toxic and probably the reason why this person's bloody toxic as well and contributes to all of this toxicity. This was also their renewal and spark. So you may find that this person has recommitted or gone back round an ex in some way, shape or form, which wouldn't be conducive to you two having a successful relationship with each other. Grounding, stability, security, performance, growth and endurance. So this is about that focused work upon yourself, making sure that you're keeping yourself away from people that don't bring any forms of stability towards you, doing the groundwork to bring yourself back up to where you used to be, pile threes. Unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection, attraction and selflessness. So make sure as well, if this person is trying to rekindle something with you, that you are putting your boundaries firm and clear. If you're choosing to be on your own, make sure that you're giving yourself enough self-love before you go into another relationship. Go with a snake charm or used enable and boundaries. So like I said, there's somebody else in this situation where your partner or the person you were seeing has possibly gone out or going to go out with this person, to say that it's all about coffee and all of this stuff, but in actual fact there's something here where this person is trying to charm your person, or your person is trying to charm them to believe that they have missed out here in this relationship. Reminiscing, making memories. So yeah, like I said, this is a past person that's trying to come back around, when in actual fact it's just a karmic person that you are with. You with somebody that's meant to trigger you into self-growth, to know what your desires are in relationships and what your desires are not. Needing time cycles, take time to heal and progress in. So like I said, and not today, boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. So you're probably going to be finding that you pull away from this person massively. It's a cycle that you keep going around and around with regards to this person, and you deserve so much more. Keep shining no matter what they say. So if they're trying to high blood pressure, if they're trying to raise your blood pressure and make you feel like you are an invaluable person, you need to remember that you are actually a person that's priceless, and you bring more to the table than most any of the other people this person has chosen to be with. But from what I can feel, they are quite toxic. I'm sorry, but I have to say it. And I feel like they're a karmic person. They're in your life to try to teach you a lesson of self-love and what you shouldn't be accepting in your life, not what you should be accepting. Give thanks for what you already have. So whatever you've created for a stability within yourself, be thankful that you've been able to do this for yourself. Things are at a standstill until you make changes. So this could be with regards to with regards to your foundations in your life. Make sure that you are doing more for yourself, so you will not accept less from anybody, no matter how much you want their love. They hate to admit that you are gifted, so you probably intuitively know when this person's going out and meeting other people or whatever. You probably already knew about this, and that's what the Tower moment was about. They hate to admit the fact that you actually have this gift and you can understand what's being hidden, because it always comes out to the light. Name 5 things that you give gratitude for in your life, okay? On the bottom of the deck, you need to heal your broken heart. Time to do some shadow work. So if you feel like you've been in repetitive cycles with this person, you may need to make sure that you are doing enough self-work for yourself, so you never invite this type of relationship back into your life. I betrayed you, but I can't bring myself to tell you. So yeah, this person, like I said, if you didn't know that this person is speaking to somebody else or seeing somebody else, I'm telling you that is the case here, because these cards don't lie and my gift doesn't lie. Whether that comes out to the light to you yet, I'm unsure. I don't know if it's something that's going to come out just yet, but it's definitely something you will learn, I'm being told, within 3 weeks to 3 months. So you will see for yourself. Time to start saying what is on your mind. So make sure that whatever thoughts that you have in your mind, you're actually making them conducive to your actions. So if you say that you're not interested in being cheated on and you prefer to not be in a toxic relationship, then make sure that you keep away from this person until they've got the message loud and clear. If you choose to still be with them and you say something like that, you're ultimately telling that person that there's room for them to be able to keep on creating these karmic cycles in your life. There's a group trying to conspire against you, so you may find that there's some people around that are trying to see you fail. So make sure that you give them a show and you are very much so successful in your life, and you don't accept any less than what you are valued to being able to have in your life. You deserve more. Pile 3s. That's what I would say. You deserve more. So is there any last advice? Wow. Visions of life beyond death. So I'm going to read this card for you as your information, your advice and guidance, I would say, to being able to move forward, because there are things being hidden to you, but I feel like you kind of know as well, especially with the Tower moment. So this is what this card says. Sacred vision is a awakening within you. You're becoming blessed with the ability to truly see what's in the dark, as well as what might appear to be in the light. What was once considered consequential may soon be found to hold little of consequence after all. What was once dismissed as an irritation or irrelevance may be seen to have great spiritual significance. As mundane as something once appeared, it could now be worthy of absolute attention. The gift of genuine vision takes you into the being of the universal creator. This is sacred terrain beyond logic, convention, which is limited in any way. So what I would say is, this happened to me when I was in a very, very toxic relationship. I did find that my spiritual awareness heightened massively, and that's when I started to understand, okay, I think I'm in situations where I'm not being valued, and my spiritual gifts came out tenfold. The vision of love, the truth of all that is, can move us more than anything else possibly can. If you've been wondering about your life path or whether you should be taking action on a project, then this is the time to move out of that slump and move there more accurately. Any confusion or uncertainty that you felt is going to pass, and you'll be left with clear insight. The stories that you've been feeling or feeding to yourself or telling yourself may end up looking different to how they appear now. It will be worth the shock and surprise or the moment of embarrassment when you realise that you've been operating underneath a false assurance or deluding yourself when it comes down to relationships. So this oracle comes with additional guidance for you, that you are worthy and you're being watched over by life and held in protection. So whatever's been bothering you will not be able to harm you in the long run, okay? You will prevail. If you're concerned that someone is getting away with something or blocking your path, it seems that there is nothing you can do about it. Don't worry. The all-seeing eye of life perceives everything without exception. This universal mother within eyes not only has your back but head in every living cell. This oracle is also asking you to shift your perspective and look at an issue of concern a little differently. If you don't know how to do this, simply add the following statement to the end of the healing process below. So I want you to say this to yourself. I call upon the universal eye to show me the most helpful way to see this situation of concern now. I'm shifting how you look at things. So basically, in shifting how you look at things, the energy in what is beheld will start to change, and you'll see this within people. So I want you to affirm to yourself and say out loud, I now release any fear that I've associated with seeing the truth, in seeing beyond the veil of illusion, or with my inner vision of opening up from my heart, mind and body. I release any wounding that I've received in relation to what I've witnessed at any time, especially when it's based in the fearful responses of others. I ask that my vision be restored to its fullness through compassion and unconditional love. So be it. So I hope that that's been helpful, pile 3. Comment below on how it's related to you. Please don't forget to subscribe. Take care, and I will see you soon for another reading. Bye bye.